Oh my god, I rolled a 20 and it's off camera. Oh, come on. There we go. Hello friends, welcome back to this channel and welcome to another challenge. It's a new month and a new challenge for me. And for this month, the month of June, for the past few months actually, almost a year now, I have been playing Cardfight Vanguard, and I am not much into like the other like card games like Magic the Gathering or even just Dungeons and Dragons, but I really find amusement when it comes to 20-sided dice. So since we have so much of this lying around here because my brother and I play Vanguard and we use this as dice or like damage counters, we'll put that there. I decided that for this month's anime watch list challenge, I will be using, or rather rolling, a D20 to see which anime I will be watching first. Now, this idea could be applied to any sort of situation wherein you have a lot of options or choices and you just don't know which one you're going to go for first. So as for me, who have like 300 more anime titles to her watch list, I'm going to be rolling that dice, and I already have a pre-written list right here for you all to see. And in this video, I'm going to be going through all of these. These 20 titles are the ones that I actually am wanting to like watch but haven't gone around to it. And well, yeah, I will leave it up to the D20 to roll for me which I will be watching first. So I'm pulling up a my watching list in the My Anime List app just to read to you all of the synopsis for each of the anime. Just for my sake, no longer to edit, I will be showing the poster right here before reading. The first one that we have is Bungo to Alchemist, which, before anything else, all of these anime that I've listed here are either in YouTube or in Bilibili, so those are the places where I'll be watching these titles. For the first one, Bungo to Alchemist, synopsis. Famous writers throughout history find themselves being reincarnated by a mysterious unseen entity known as the Alchemists. With their souls confined and bound to an expansive library, they are tasked by the alchemist to jump into books to purify the pages of monsters called taints. Along the way, they must also rescue and recruit fellow authors trapped within the very stories they themselves have written. Although the writers take a new and powerful form for this endeavor, some still maintain a semblance of who they once were, while others struggle to remember their past and works that they had penned. Despite there being no apparent end to their grand mission, they remain committed to the cause in hopes of resolving the mystery behind their collective resurrection, as well as questions that have haunted their former lives. And so as a fan of Bungo Stray Dogs, Bungo to Alchemist is, in a way, hopefully, if not exclusively the same concept. Of course, there's still superpower, supernatural, and all of the characters are related to, or referenced rather, to famous authors all throughout history, and that is what I like about it, because if we refer to Bungo Stray Dogs, their powers are related to their stories, their lives, and their famous works. So I really like how anime that really connects with history, and I am also hopeful for this, even though I am seeing the 6.49 rating of this anime. So I'm kind of scared, but I'm hopeful. Next up we have here is Flavors of Youth. This is Flavors of Youth. It is a romance drama movie, which I see here is a 3-part. The rigorous city life of China, while bustling and unforgiving, contains the everlasting memories of days past. 3 stories told in different cities. Shiki Ori Ori follows the loss of youth and the daunting realization of adulthood. Though reality may seem ever-changing, unchangeable are the short-lived moments of one's childhood days. A plentiful bowl of noodles, the beauty of family, and the trials of first love endured in the inevitable flow of time, as 3 different characters explore the strength of bond and the warmth of cherished memories. Within the disorder of the present world, witness these quaint stories, recognize the comfort of the past, and attempt to revive the neglected flavors of youth. So in a way, this movie has been being pushed to the side for quite a long time now, and if I land a 2, I will land a 2 and immediately watch it. Next, we have here Ichigo Mashimaru, or Strawberry Marshmallow. I will read to you the very short synopsis of this, which is cute girls doing cute things in cute ways. Everyday things make up the fabric of life, whether it's making friends, going to school, trying to make money, or celebrating a holiday. Ichigo Mashimaru is a heartwarming series that follows the daily lives of Ito Chika, her sister Nobue, and her friend Mio, Matsuri, and Anna. So, I have seen clips of this because of that very specific kid. I think his name was Sasakuza or something, who is being sent out of the classroom for the most random of things. It's kind of like, it's such a sad, it's like, there was the meme for this clip that I saw of him being sent outside of class, even though that nothing was his fault. It's like your, this is like my villain backstory sort of situation, and it's really funny. I want to actually watch it. And then we have next is By the Grace of the Gods. I'm looking for gods. There we go. It is an isekai fantasy. Deep in the forest, far from any human contact, there lives a child named Ryoma Takebayashi. He engages in a rather strange hobby of keeping various types of slimes as pets. Furthermore, despite his young age, he has a sturdy physique and good compatibility for magic. All of this is because, having endured much hardship in his previous life, 3 gods graced Ryoma with a second chance to pursue one goal: savor the wonders of life. After 3 days of comfortable solitude pass by, Ryoma meets people that will change his current life forever. When he encounters and helps some soldiers tend to their wounded comrades, the group convinces him to accompany them to visit the nearby town's ducal family. Ryoma agrees and soon embarks on a journey to explore the vast world beyond his home. So I really like Iyashike, like very wholesome stories. So I am looking forward to this as well. Next we have is Campfire Cooking in Another World. I actually have seen this pop up on my YouTube feed one time, and it was still ongoing. This is fairly new. The last episode was aired March 29, 2023. It is a gourmet comedy isekai fantasy. Salaryman Kiyoshi Mukoda is accidentally summoned as a hero to the kingdom of Ragesager in Another World to help defend against their enemies. Wary of the royal family's true intentions, Mukoda is able to talk his way out of the situation due to his non-combat skill online supermarket, which is deemed useless. However, this power proves to be anything but useless. With this ability, Mukoda is able to cheaply purchase food products and utensils from Japan, most of which are considered luxuries in this world. As Mukoda cooks up a storm using his ability, he catches the eye of the fearsome mythical wolf Fenrir. The legendary beast swiftly negotiates a contract to become Mukoda's familiar, unable to resist the delicious dishes. With Fenrir by his side, Mukoda travels the world, earning his keep as an adventurer and merchant, all the while enjoying delectable meals. It sounds fun. It sounds very interesting. I hope the tone is like something more lighthearted. We'll see. Next is Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. I have watched some of the episodes for this already. As someone I said in the intro of this video, I play Cardfight Vanguard with my brother, and this is the anime for it. I was skeptical at first to watch because I still don't understand the concept earlier when we found this anime. However, I have grown to know most of the decks, if not all of them, in this anime, up to the protagonist decks. I have handled majority of the decks of this that are featured in this anime at least one time. So even if I'm just watching what is happening, or like what are they calling, what are they talking about, I could understand like the systems and all. Shy and timid in nature, 15-year-old Yu Yu Kondo is constantly pressured by his lucky sisters to fulfill their unreasonable requests. One day, they force their brother to cross-dress for the sake of their own entertainment, prompting him to run away from home. Following a series of unexpected events, Yu Yu encounters a friendly girl, Megumi Okura, who introduces him to Team Blackout, a group of individuals deeply involved in a card game called Cardfight Vanguard. As he increasingly connects with the members of Team Blackout, Danji Momoya, Zakusa Ishigami, Tomari Seto, and Megumi herself, Yu Yu discovers a whole new and exciting world, one he could never imagine without the help of his newfound friends. So I was introduced to the world of Vanguard almost similarly to Yu Yu. My brother was playing before me, and he introduced Cardfight to me. And I believe Mirai is the first antagonist for season 1. I can't really recall if it was... I think it is Mirai first, then Michiru. So my first deck, fun fact, is actually Mirai's deck, the first antagonist of the series. And so I'm looking forward to how she plays it, even though I have watched several clips of how she plays with the deck. And most of the lineup of this actually in the first card fight Overdress is already outdated. Like, of course, the series moves on, and so are the new updates and the new power-ups. and so cards get produced more and more frequently. I actually main Aurora Hanayama's deck in card 5, which is Leonarn, and her starting deck is very much obsolete compared to the current system that I'm using for like friendly tournaments and such. So yeah, next we have Talentless Nana. Talentless Nana actually is a carryover from last month's last month's challenge, which is my Anime Bingo challenge. If you haven't seen that or have seen or have not yet seen the conclusion to that, I will link the whole playlist of my anime journal or anime vlogs, like wherein I talk about challenges and conclusions. I will leave it in the iCards if you're interested and haven't watched any of it. 50 years ago, horrific creatures dubbed as the enemies of humanity suddenly appeared around the world. To combat these threats, teenagers gifted with supernatural abilities called talents, such as pyrokinesis and time travel, honed their powers at an academy on a secluded island. Nanao Nakaijima, however, is quite different from the others in the island. He has no talent. With many talented teenagers around him, Nanao is often a target for bullying, but even so, he still strives to complete his training. Soon after, two transfer students, the mysterious Kyoka Onodera and mind-reading Nana Hiragi, joined the class. But just as everyone started blending as comrades in arms, mysterious disappearance began to threaten the class' entire foundation. So this talented Nana. Which in a way, supernatural suspense psychological is up my alley. So I wonder why I didn't watch this for my Anime Bingo last month, but it's fine. Next is The Case of Hannah and Alice. I saw this as a suggestion from Bilibili while I was scrolling through stuff that I want to watch. This is a drama mystery movie. After transferring to Ishinomori Middle School, Tetsuko Alice Arisugawa overhears her classmates discussing a strange rumor. The previous occupant of her seat, a nondescript Judas, is missing and presumed murdered, poisoned by one of his 4 wives. Amidst dealing with her mother's undesired meddling in her affairs and warding off her classmates' bullying, the troubled Alice starts to investigate the mysteries surrounding Judas' disappearance. The trail of clues leads her to a house of her next-door neighbor, the quirky and reclusive Hannah Arai. After an awkward introduction, Hannah agrees to help Alice and formulates a plan that leads them to the answers they seek. The two girls embark on a journey to uncover what happens to Judas, and perhaps a friendship may start to blossom between the two along the way. So, very interesting. I really like cases, mystery. So yeah, I added that to the list. This is Mirai or Mirai of the Future. It is a movie as well. So I think I could possibly knock out 1 or 2 of these quickly because most of them are movies. Adventure drama, fantasy, time travel. In a quiet corner of the city, 4-year-old Kun Ota has lived a spoiled life as an only child with his parents and family dog Yuko. But when his newborn sister, baby sister, Mirai, is brought home, his simple life is thrown upside down. Suddenly, it isn't all about him anymore. Despite his tantrums and nagging, Mirai is seemingly now the subject of all his parents' love. To help him adapt to this drastic change, Kun is taken to an extraordinary journey through time, meeting his family's past, present, and future selves, as he learns not only what it means to be a part of a family, but also what it means to be an older brother. So, it's very adorable in a way. I've been putting this off as well for some reason. But if I roll it, I will watch it. Next, we have here actually 2 movies that are very much connected. I have seen this go viral in some of the recommended pages for like shorts and TikToks on what movies you should watch, anime and animated movies. And I have found, which one is this again? To Every You I've Loved Before, as well as To Me, the One Who Loves You. They say that the order you watch this anime movie in, the ending will drastically change your perspective. It's a totally different ending for you. So I don't know how I will be able to decide which one to watch first. So I will let the dice roll for me. If ever either of the 2 I will roll first, I will end up rolling To Me, the One Who Loved You first. Immediately after that, I will be watching the other movie just so I could have that connection rather than waiting for me to roll a 10 in the end. Next, we have here Aka, 13th Territory Inspection Department. This is also something that I've been looking forward to watching. It's a 7.6 rating, so I am hoping that it's okay. Aka, a national body of the Kingdom of Dowa that provides public services to the citizens of the country, was established as a part of the peace settlement between the King of Dowa and the 13 states of the country during a revolt. 100 years later, Doha is in a period of unprecedented peace due in part to ACA's system. However, rumors of a coup d'etat start to surface. Jean Otos, the second in command of the inspection department of ACA, is charged with inspecting all 13 state branches. What will he discover as he performs his audit? Intriguing and mysterious, ACA 13 is a politically themed mystery that reveals a world of diverse cultures and lifestyles with intricate connections between each characters as the truth of the coup d'etat slowly unfolds. So it's detective drama, basically, but it is very much in like the, I don't know if it's more medieval or such, because the art style is very much, I actually very like this art style. It's very like manga, so I am hopeful and I actually am looking forward. I was holding back on watching this because I want to include this in my D20 roll, so I'm hoping to roll that one early, if ever. Next we have Buddy Daddies. This has been popular actually for the early 2023. It's an organized crime childcare comedy. I was holding back on watching this because I have watched Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, and the little girl there actually set the standard for me for children in like Iyashike childcare anime, and I don't know if I will like Miri as much, but we'll see. A lot of people like this, so I'm very much hopeful. On Christmas Eve, 4-year-old Miri Unasaki arrives in Tokyo completely alone, in search of her father. The bright lights and merry atmosphere guides Miri to a big hotel and a man with a delicious-looking cake. However, the child has just unknowingly walked into the center of an elaborate, foolproof plan for assassinating a dangerous mafia boss. Professional assassins Kazuki Kurusu and Rei Suwa live together, fleeing memories of their grim childhoods and avoiding emotional connections. When their mission goes awry and they end up bringing Miri home, there is only one reasonable thing to do: return Miri to her mother. But the girl's innocent laugh and pure worldview quickly enamors her to Kazuki, who secretly enjoys playing a parent. And it is not long before Rei's impenetrable heart makes room for Miri. Miri's every move is unpredictable, and Kazuki and Rei finds raising an energetic child harder than any of their missions. Although it presents a great risk to their careers, Kazuki and Rei, both assuming the affectionate nickname Papa, decide to provide Miri with a normal childhood despite all the odds stacked against them. I'm very hopeful. I really like childcare Iyashike, if you haven't noticed, but I'm hopeful. Next, we have Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. This is another one that I have seen in YouTube as well as when it was out. I have seen like clips and teasers of this, and I really love the art style. It's very beautiful, and rare is it that I actually am drawn to shoujo romance. In the kingdom of Highland, fairies live freely until humans betrayed them. Once a fairy has been stripped of a wing, whoever possesses it holds the fairy's life in their hands. Taking advantage of this, humans enslave fairies, but 15-year-old Anne Halford longs to see the day when fairies and humans are treated as equals. The aspiring confectioner dreams of becoming a silver sugar master, just like her late mother. In order to achieve this lofty goal, Anne sets out for the capital of Lewiston, home to the annual Royal Candy Fair. However, to be bestowed the elusive title, Anne's confection, crafted from silver sugar, must be recognized with a royal medal at the event. Anne hires a sharp-tongued warrior fairy, Shal, to be her bodyguard for the perilous journey ahead. After saving him from his cruel fairy trader, she promises to return Shal's wings to him once they reach the capital, much to his confusion. But as the pair travel further along, the time they spend together grows and they learn more about each other and their true desires. I paused a bit after I read Shal because I don't know why I remembered what do you call that? Les Miserables, Jean Valjean. It's just my brain. Let's proceed. Next is The Lost Village, or Maiga, 5.5 horror drama psychological mystery. Poster. A bus full of eccentric individuals is headed towards the urban legend known as Nanaki Village, a place where one can supposedly start over and live a perfect life. While many have different ideas of why the village cannot be found on any map, or why even the police cannot pinpoint its location, they each look forward to their new lives and just what awaits them once they reach their destination. After a few mishaps, they successfully arrived at Nanaki Village only to find it completely abandoned. Judging from the state of disrepair, it has been vacant for at least a year. However, secrets are soon revealed as some of the group begin to go missing while exploring the village, and amidst the confusion, they find bloody claw marks in a forest. As mistrust and infighting break out, will they be able to figure out the truth behind this lost village? As always, small town horror is #1 in my list of genres that I really enjoy watching, reading, or whatever. So I am hopeful, even though it's a 5.5. I have realized this in my previous challenge of watching low-rated anime, that some 5 or below, or rather 6 or below ratings actually speak to me, and it's up to your taste on whether or not you like it. So I am hopeful. Next we have Canister of an Insect Cage. Action drama sci-fi, very short synopsis. In a near future, an illness called Cagaster made its appearance. It turns humans into insects. The story begins 30 years after the onset of the illness in 2125. It follows the adventures of Kido, a boy who fights insects. Literally, that's all we have. But I don't know, I've actually seen this in one of like the recommended list for like action sci-fi. So who knows? Next we have here, where is it? I'm browsing through my list and can't find it. Kakuryo's Bed and Breakfast for Spirits. I don't know, they say that this is a romance, I think? Yeah, it is a romance. Adult cast drama fantasy, isekai gourmet, mythology. Abandoned as a child by her mother, Aoi Tsubaki has always had the ability to see ayakashi, spirits from the hidden realm. Shiro Tsubaki, her grandfather who shared the same ability, took her under his wing and taught her how to live with the ayakashi in peace. When her grandfather abruptly passed away, the independent Aoi must continue her college career, armed with only her knowledge in cooking as a means of protection against the human-eating spirits. In hopes that the ayakashi will not turn to her or other annoying humans as a tasty meal, she takes it upon herself to feed the hungry creatures that cross her path. After giving a mysterious ayakashi her lunch, Aoi is transported to the hidden realm, where the ayakashi reveals himself to be an ogre god as Odana, the master innkeeper. There she learned that she was used as collateral for her grandfather's debt of 100 million yen, and that she must pay the price for her grandfather's careless decision by marrying Odana. Aoi valiantly refuses and decides to settle things on her own terms. She will pay off the debt herself by opening an eatery at Odana's inn. Kakuryo's Bread and Breakfast for Spirits follows the journey of Aoi as she proceeds to change and touch the lives of the ayakashi through the one weapon she has against them, her delicious cooking. So many of these are actually cooking related. So it's a different side to what I usually watch anyway. So I think it's best to like clump them together. So yeah. Next we have here No Game No Life 0. It is a movie. I haven't finished this, so this is like a closure for me, I think. I don't know if this is related to the main series or not, and I'm also reconsidering watching No Game No Life again because I've totally forgotten what happened. In Ancient Discord, Riku is an angry young warrior intent to saving humanity from the warring Exceed, seen sentient species fighting to establish the one true god among the old Deus. In a lawless land, humanity's lack of magic and weak bodies have made them easy targets for the other Exceed, leaving the humans on the brink of extinction. One day, however, hope returns to humanity when Riku finds a powerful female ex machina whom he names Shui in an abandoned elf city. Exiled from her cluster because of her research into human emotions, Shui is convinced that humanity has only survived due to the power of these feelings and is determined to understand the human heart. Forming an unlikely partnership in the midst of an overwhelming chaos, Riku and Shui must now find an answer to their individual shortcomings in each other and discover for themselves what it truly means to be human as they fight for their lives together against all odds. Each with a powerful new ally in tow, it is now up to them to prevent the extinction of human race and establish peace throughout this world. So it's like a different set of people, I guess, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. Next, we have, so these last two are like season 2 of existing series that I have watched season 1 of, that I haven't gotten around to it. Classroom of the Elite 2. I enjoyed season 1 actually. Life back on the cruise following the island special examination is anything but smooth sailing. Almost immediately after their return, the first year students of Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School face yet another special exam with both class and individual points in line. In addition to the complicated rule set, more issues arise in the form of Kakeru Ryuen and Rei Karuizawa. Angered by the previous test outcome, Ryuen is dead set on outdoing every class in the new challenge using any means necessary. Meanwhile, Karuizawa, a crucial pillar of Class D, is close to crumbling under the pressure of her past. The stage is now set for Kiyotaka Koji to once again, using the full extent of his planning, foresight, and ruthless manipulation, steer Class D to victory as dangerously close enemy forces try to bring it down. And lastly, we have Shadow's House Season 2. I love Shadow House. It is one of the anime that I really recommend people watch. Mystery fantasy. After the resolution of the debut, Kate and her doll Emiliko have officially become residents of the Shadow's House. However, they are under constant vigilance by the Star Bearers, an elite group in charge of the children's wing. In order to escape from their surveillance and the morbid methods they use to keep everyone's loyalty in check, Kate and Emilico must be wary of who to trust and aim to become star bearers themselves. Meanwhile, the star bearers have encountered their own problems. A mysterious robed figure dubbed Master Robe has trespassed and roamed around the children's wing. At first, Master Robe is deemed harmless, but more incidents start occurring that endanger the dolls' lives, all of them pointing to this suspicious individual. To improve her reputation, Kate decides to solve the mystery herself, yet with so few clues and so many suspects, searching for Master Robe and their motive for attacking the mansion proves more challenging than she imagined. So if you don't know Shadow's house, it is basically shadow people, or like, I don't know, they produce soot when they are angry or lose control of their emotions. I don't know what type of being they are, but they're like supernatural beings. They don't have faces, so they have children from the nearby village become their faces until they end up becoming that child once they created a bond or something. So far, the story is very interesting. The concept is very much you won't get bored of the situation wherein they have so many things to do and so many mysteries in the mansion, in Shadow's house, because like they are just in that one corner of the house, like the children's wing, as they said, and there is so much more to this mansion that has not been discovered or like has not been explored yet by the characters. I haven't read the manga, so I'm not sure if more of the mansion is unlocked or like opened up in the manga, but I am hoping to see more of this, and I am very much excited for season 2, even though I know that it's been finished for like so long. So first one, I'm going to roll the first one here on this video, and then on the succeeding ones, I will be rolling on my YouTube shorts, hopefully, if things go correctly or it goes into plan. Today is May 28th, actually, as I'm filming this, so we'll see what will happen. And the first one will be, I kind of want to put a tray under it, just so it won't fly off. I have like a tray here. So the first anime that we'll be watching for the month of June is... I rolled a 1. So, Bungo to Alchemist. Okay, that is fine. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will leave in the description, as always, all of the videos that I've mentioned, the playlist, as well as my brother's Shopee account, wherein I have my little corner of crochet projects that I am selling. Here we have like new, what do I call this, scrunchies that I have up for sale. These are the new colors that I will be including for the month of June. We have Wanderer, Venti, Ayato, and Child, and I will be putting them up. It will be live by the time you are watching this video, and so I hope you take the time to look if you see anything that you like, and yeah, I hope you look forward to the next dice roll whenever that may be, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, guys, take care and bye bye.